So today is the day where I update you guys from a challenge that I set out 6 months ago. Now 6 months ago I made a video which you can go back and watch where I challenge one of, if not the biggest stock market YouTubers to a stock picking battle. And in that video I talk about the 10 stocks that I'm picking, 10 stocks that I think will be very good performers in the next few years. And even though 6 months is quite still a short time frame, I think it's still a good time to update it, and we'll do it probably again in a year's time. And in that video I challenge one of the biggest financial YouTubers on the stock market scene on YouTube to have a contest of stock picking and see who gets a better return. And also I think it's very important for me myself to see how we do against someone that has obviously so much more subscribers than myself. And also, if we are both individual stock pickers, can we beat the market? Because that obviously, if we aren't beating the market, we might as well just go invest in an index. So it's a good way for me to have a reflection and see if I'm beating another stock picker, and also am I beating the market, and also challenge one of the biggest names on the finance space and see if we can beat them as well. Now Financial Education, when I set out the challenge, did not respond to the video, so what I did is for his 10 stocks at the time, I went for his last portfolio update and picked his biggest 10 holdings to go against mine. So today is the day. Let's see how we are doing. So here are the picks. Mine are this pale colour, I don't really know what to call it, where it says JKR, and you can see here, these are the Financial Education picks, which is Jeremy. Now, if we look at the total returns at the moment, we'll see that first of all, in the first place, is one of my picks. S4 Capital, it's had a very good month, or last few months should I say, and actually I think this has so much of a good future, and that's doing very well. We then have Celsius, which I'm actually surprised by, because I was very hesitant about putting this on this list because I thought it was a bit of a rich valuation, but I thought, you know what, I still got confidence they're going to be such a bigger company in the next 5 years, so I'll stick them in, and it's been doing quite well. Hims and Hers, obviously such a quality company here. In Mode, you guys know, one of my favourite stocks. We've got Jeremy's first pick coming in 5th place, which is Corsair, which is actually a stock I like. Hollywood Bowl, which is up 13%. They actually did earnings today, actually, and they were absolutely brilliant. So I love that one. And obviously, that's not going to count in the dividends as well. We've got DK. Obviously, I've got my biggest UK holding in here with S4 Capital. Makes sense to have my DraftKings holding in here, which is unfortunately down 10% at the moment, but I think that's going to be a fantastic company in the next few years. Honest here, which is down 15%. I'm not a fan of this one, to be honest with you. PayPal, Google, and Meta. I'm really surprised to see these guys down so much as big techs, but obviously they're down at the moment. Palantir, which I think is okay, not a big fan of the valuation, which is a Jeremy pick. Avant Brands, not too big of a fan of this one. South Africa, which is my lowest performing pick, which is down 31%. I'm really surprised to see this down so much for a company that has I would say a good valuation and a very good dividend. To be down this much is quite surprising. But yeah, I'm actually personally, for me, actually picking some more shares up with that one at the moment. And then the last 5 stocks, I believe it is, all Jeremy stocks, which are down 44%, which is Planet 13, which I like, but for me, that's a high spec play, so that's why I didn't make my 10 here. Smile Direct Club, which I think is a terrible company. I think they'll probably go bankrupt. Beyond Meat, which I like, but I think they've got a few problems at the moment and not looking too good there. Oatly, which I think is actually not a bad company, but the money they're losing is crazy. And TTCF, which is a stock that I massively reduced my position on because once again I don't think they're performing that well. So those are the total returns you can see here. I would say that obviously the majority in the red side, but there's a few green stocks in here at the moment. So we'll look at the performance. So you can see here that my biggest winner is currently S4 Capital and my biggest loser is currently Airtel Africa, compared to Jeremy's, which is Corsair at 6%, and the worst stock is Tattoo Chef at 80%. Now if we look at the S&P, at the moment the S&P since the 1st of August when this challenge started is down 6%. We know it's been a bit of a tough year, so with it being down 6%, I actually thought that I would probably be down around about 12%, I would say, just because I have a lot of high risk stocks, and when the market is underperforming, I expect not to do that well in that sort of market. But when the market is performing very well in a good economy, I would expect my stocks to overperform. But funny enough, in that time frame, my stocks are actually down -2%. So at the moment, I'm actually outperforming the market, which is pretty good going, especially in this environment. I didn't think that would happen. So I'm currently up nearly 4% on the market at the moment. So I'll 100% take that massively. And you'll see here that my average return in these last few months of negative 2% is currently beating Jeremy's average return, which at the moment is actually negative 40%, and that's underperforming the market by negative 33%. So yeah, that is obviously not doing well at all at the moment. So we'll see if that comes back for him. So at the moment, me looking at this, I'm actually very happy how this has done in the last 6 months. Now, obviously, this is only a 6 month time frame, and it will be more important in the longer term when we start getting into 3, 4, 5 years. That then I am outperforming the market, because I'm a long-term investor, so it's key to outperform the market in the longer term. But to say it's been such a negative market in the short term, I'm very happy to be up on that at the moment. So that is a positive. So yeah, that's the update for today, guys, and how everything's doing with this challenge of challenging one of the biggest stock market YouTubers out there into competition, and also for me personally, my returns compared to the S&P in the last few months, and gives you that kind of accountability. So yeah, that's the update for today, guys. I will actually do a portfolio review for myself for my UK and US portfolio in January time. It's been on the Patreon the last few months, and then every 3 months we do it on the actual YouTube. So that will be coming up if you want a full look into the portfolio in the next month. So keep your eyes open for that. But a little bit of an update there, guys. Hope you enjoyed this little series here, and we'll probably do another update in another 6 months time, and that will be obviously a year since this competition started, and maybe we were out of the bear market by then, and hopefully some of my stocks perform even better in that period of time if that was to happen. So thanks for watching, guys. Have a great weekend. See you in a bit.